Okay, so now let's discuss another question, that is trailing zeros in factorial. It means that you are given any number n and you will have to find that how many number of trailing zeros are there in that number. So here the given thing is that you will be given any integer n and you will have to find the number of trailing zeros. So let me tell you, for example, if it is 5, then you know that 5 factorial is equal to 120, so the number of trailing zeros will be equal to 1. Similarly, if you have let's suppose 4 factorial, then that is equal to 24, so the number of trailing zeros is equal to 0. Okay, and you have to find this number of trailing zeros in the time complexity. Let us have a look in what time complexity we have to do it. Yeah, so the expected time complexity is big O of log n, and without using any extra space, that is big O of 1. So this is the basic question. Now coming on to an approach, if you think of any approach, are you able to think of any approach? Not really. So what we can do is, when you are unable to think of any approach to any problem, one thing which helps is to find pattern. We will try to find pattern by looking at different test cases. We will try to find pattern by solving test cases. For example, you know that 1 factorial will have 0 number of trailing zeros. In the same way, 2 factorial will have 0 up till 5 factorial is 120. Up till 5 you will have 0 number of trailing zeros, and then 5 factorial has 1. Then you know 6 factorial is 720, and then 7 factorial. So similarly, up till 10 factorial you will have like 6 factorial is having 1 number of trailing zeros. Up till then 10 factorial has 2 number of trailing zeros, right? Now in the same fashion, if I will try to explore some more test cases, 11 factorial also have 2 number of trailing zeros if you will solve it, up to 14 factorial. Then 15 factorial again has 3 trailing zeros, and 20 has 4. Then 21 has 4 till 25 factorial has 6 trailing zeros, and then then 30 factorial has 7 trailing zeros. So as you can see that here you have 0 trailing zeros in the first interval, then in the second interval you have 1 trailing zero, and so we can use this pattern to find the number of trailing zeros. And yeah, so for example, if you are given that you have to find the number of, similarly it will go on. So for example, if you have to find the number of trailing zeros in 27 factorial, let's suppose, then seeing this range you can say that okay, it comes in this range, so the number of trailing zeros will be equal to 6, right? But if you have to so this is the basic thing which we will use, that is we can find out that okay, how many intervals are there which are according to the divisible by 5. For example, if you will see 27, then by 5 it will give you that okay, there are 5 intervals, and so you can say that okay, since there are 5 intervals, so you will add 5. So because of that it will be 5 plus, you know that here you have to add the effect of 5 plus you have to take into consideration that here it is increasing by 2, so you have to add the effect of 25 as well. So what you can do is, then if it is also divisible by 25, then you can just add the floor value of 25 as well, so it will give you 6. Similarly, if it is like 127, if it is like something else, like it's 127, then what you can do, for example, if it's 127, then the answer will be 127 divided by 5, so it will give you the impact of this one. Then 127 by 25, and then 127 by 125. So this is so because here in case of 125 there will be effect of 5, 25 and 125, because if you will see the pattern, then you can notice that the number of failing zeros in 124 is 28, but the number of failing zeros in 125 is 31. It means there is an increment of 3. Initially in case of 5 there is an increment of 1, as you can see. In case of 25 there is an increment of 2, as you can see. In case of 125 there is an increment of 3, which suggests that here you are having the effect of 5, 25 and 125. So we will have to now implement it. So yeah, for the I have implemented it in another video, and the link is given in the description section below. So that's it. Thank you everyone.